Friends, welcome to the PPP discussion, guys. Guys, today we have top 5 current affairs questions for the prelims 2023 from the 1st of December's current affairs. Guys, the first question is on the concept of animal spirits. Guys, recently Mr. Uday Kotak has said that the companies in India need to invest more so that the economic growth can be revived. Guys, in this context, he has used the word animal spirits. So in that context, I have framed the question. Animal spirits, often quoted by policymakers, refers to what? First, illegal trade in endangered animals. Second, slowdown in Indian economy due to irrational emotions of humans. Okay, next is internal urge of business people to engage in more investments. Fourth, a technique to conserve endangered animals. Guys, if you see here, okay, B and C are related to each other and they are opposite of each other. They are opposite of each other. So the answer, very high chances is that answer will be B or C. Answer will be B or C. So even if you do not know the question, if you do not know the answer, okay, of the question, then also you can take a calculated risk. You can take a calculated risk. However, okay, this concept is very important in economy. Okay, animal spirits was first used by basically Keynes. Okay, Keynes basically in order to denote the optimism in the economy which leads to investments by the businesses. Okay, so the answer will be internal urge of business people to invest more. Okay, so option will be option C. Option will be answer will be option C, guys. Next question, let us see. A great deal of FDI into India comes from destinations like Mauritius, okay, than major economies like USA and UK. Which of the following explains this? Guys, recently there was a report which came out which said that most of the FDI coming into India is coming from countries like Mauritius, which are not very big countries, okay, compared to America, US, okay, European countries, okay. Mauritius is a very small country and economy of Mauritius is very small. Then how come it is possible that Mauritius is a source of so much FDI into India? So guys, the main reason for this is basically a phenomenon called investments round tripping. A phenomenon called investments round tripping. Let me explain you what is investment round tripping. Guys, suppose there is a country A which is a very high tax jurisdiction and there is a country B which is a low tax jurisdiction. Also these countries are also called, okay, tax haven. These countries are also called tax haven. So what happens, there is a business in this country A. If it wants to evade tax, so what they will do, they will fund their money, okay, through a basically low tax jurisdiction, also called tax haven, and they will round trip their own money into the country as FDI, because FDI, you all know, has, okay, a lot of advantages and preferential treatment compared to the normal investments. Okay, so in order to get the tax arbitrage, benefit of the tax arbitrage, they do the investments round tripping. This question is very important, guys, so answer will be option B. Let us see the next question. The next question is, consider the following countries, okay, Cayman Island, British Virgin Island, Bermuda and Mauritius. Okay, how many of them are tax haven? Guys, according to the definition of OECD of tax havens, so tax havens are low jurisdiction countries which are used for round tripping of money. Okay, so these, all the four countries are coming in the category of tax haven. All the four countries comes under the category of tax havens, guys. List is very important. Okay, a lot of questions can be framed on the topic of tax haven. If you see, UPSC is asking a lot of questions on black money and round tripping. So these two concepts are very important for the coming UPSC examination. Next is a question which I have framed on Great Indian Bustard. Why did I frame this question? Guys, recently Supreme Court has observed on the conservation of the Great Indian Bustard. Let us read the question. Great Indian Bustard is only found in Rajasthan. So this is incorrect. It is also found in Maharashtra. It is also found in many, okay, not many, but few of the peninsular states. Okay, few of the peninsular states. So Great Indian Bustards, okay, Great Indian Bustard, okay, is found in few other states also. So this answer will be incorrect. You can also use option elimination. Okay, only is an extreme statement, you can eliminate that. Next, GIB falls in the vulnerable category. GIB falls in the vulnerable category in IUCN red list. Guys, this is also incorrect. It falls in the critically endangered category. So this also is incorrect. Third statement, the central government has launched a dedicated Project Bustard on the lines of Project Tiger to protect GIB. Guys, this is incorrect because Supreme Court has recommended to the government to come out with a project called Project Bustard on the lines of Project Tiger in order to basically save and protect these tigers. Okay, so the answer, which of the following is incorrect? Okay, so it is 1, 2, 3, all are incorrect. Okay, last question, 30 cross 30 agenda, which is in news, okay, refers to 30 cross 30 agenda, bringing IMR MMR to the level of 30 by 2030. No, this is incorrect. Reduce the trade deficit at least 30% of goods. No, this is also incorrect. To achieve 30% of renewable mix in the total load demand by 2030. This is also incorrect. Conserve 30% of Earth's land and ocean by 2030. Yes, this is correct. Guys, can you tell me which is the organization which is leading this 30 cross 30 agenda? It is called HAC, and India has joined this HAC. India has joined this HAC. So this is a very, very important. I think one of the UPSC examination, they have already asked 30 cross 30 agenda. So you should prepare this topic, okay, properly. Okay, this is a very important topic. Conservation on 30% of the land and 30% of the ocean must be conserved. Okay guys, so I hope you like the discussion guys. Thank you, bye bye, take care.